Hello, everybody. Welcome to what could be a really exciting, interesting game. Currently, as it stands, Liverpool have no chance of qualifying for the quarterfinals. But there's always a slight question of what if. That's how far my chair is. What if they could do it? Can they do it? If they get an early goal, anything is possible. I'm wearing my Benfica kit to try to inspire Darwin Nunez because I want an exciting, chaotic game. I do not want to see just a rollover by Real Madrid or a really boring, tepid game where Real Madrid don't even try. I want to see chaos. I want to see intrigue and entertainment and excitement. But we will see what happens. It would be probably the best ever comeback in the history of the world, surely. Will rate the Guardiola art, by the way. Surely, if it happens, it would surely be the greatest ever comeback in Champions League history. Probably eclipsing when Barca went down 4-0 to PSG, because at least that return leg was at the Bernabeu. Sorry, at Camp Nou, at Barca. This is away at the Bernabeu, at Real Madrid. It would be a huge scene. But that remains to be seen. Liam, I'll get you in with 5 minutes to go if that's okay. I didn't say I want Liverpool to come back, Will. I said I want an exciting game. That's what I want. Guardiola's a win. Love that. Look at him smoking a cigar. You love to see it. You really do. And yeah, I do hope Liverpool score first. I hope they're 2 goals up with like sort of 5-10 minutes to go. That would be ideal, so we can actually have some interest rather than, you know, nothing happens and then that's just like the end of it. But we'll see. Hello, Nanbread, how are you doing? And drum roll. Yes, it is drum roll. We're still testing it out for a little bit of time. It might go away, but I just wanted to have a play with it just to see if it was a thing or not. Change isn't always a bad thing, guys. Change isn't always a bad thing. Speaking of changes, Liverpool have made some to their starting lineup. Very different to what we saw against Manchester United, for example. This is how FootMob thinks they are going to line up in terms of formation. Whether that is the case remains to be seen. But as I say, FootMob has it as Nunez down the middle, with Jota on the left, Gakpo in that number 10 role. And it's not actually by Bajcetic, it's actually James Milner. So let me just change that now. It is actually Jimmy Boy Milner at the age of like 87 years old. It is quite attacking, absolutely. And to be fair, they do need to score at least 3 goals. But I actually think that Liverpool are going to concede at least 1. Yeah, James Milner. Let me just double check. Yeah, that is correct. It is indeed James Milner. Everyone is injured, says Liam. Yes, so Thiago, Bajcetic, Luis Diaz, Henderson, and Calvin Ramsey are all out injured. Yeah, you had Cater's on the bench. So's Ox. You could have had Curtis Jones if you wanted. But no, it is Milner instead. I guess it does make sense. Joe Gomez, unsurprisingly, on the bench, as is Matip. Good to see Kanate in the starting 11. I think Nacho will score from the halfway line, says Narbread. It's a bold prediction. Gakpo in midfield is crazy, says Drumroll. Yes, so I'm assuming he's going to be like this sort of like shadow striker, second striker, whatever, behind Nunez up top. And Liam, who is a Liverpool fan, says he's very happy with the lineup. And they've got to be attacking. They've got to be attacking. As I was just saying, they need to score at least 3. I wouldn't be surprised if they do score 3. But I think what's probably likely to happen is they will score 3. But Real Madrid will also score. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if this was like a 3-1 or a 3-2 to Liverpool. And in fact, that's what I'm going to predict. I am going to predict 3-1 to Liverpool. That's what I'm going to say. But Real Madrid to go through on aggregate. Real Madrid, says TTV. Hello, Tom. Another corner taken quickly. Could it be? I mean, obviously, a huge element of that comeback was the fact that it was at Anfield. This is not. So, it's a potential cat amongst the pigeons. And yeah, today's debate of the day is who is winning the Champions League and why? I want an explanation as well. It's not enough to just say, oh, this team. I want to know your reasoning as to who you think is going to win. Liam says, I do think we win, unsure on if we go through or not. I'm very optimistic. Yes. I think I agree with you, Liam. I think the Liverpool will win they'll win the game, but they won't win the tie. Is that the technical terms? Tom said 3-1 Madrid, Vinny with 1 and Ben's with 2, Darwin with 1. As I say, we're wearing the Benfica kit. It's here. Bayern or Madrid are winning the Champions League because City will bottle it. Nambra says another corner taken quickly makes it 8-3 to Real Madrid on aggregate. And Will says City because their new playoff style suits European football more. Will, what I would give for you to be right. Why is the new Moonpig logo terrifying? It's a 3D piglet. I don't like that at all. Bring back the old 2D boy. Drumroll says City because I think this year we'll try harder for the Champions League. I see then the league title is less likely to win. It does seem it's going to be Arsenal's the way it's going, but stranger things have happened. They do still have to go to Anfield and St James's Park and the Etihad. So hopefully there's going to be some intrigue towards the end of the title race. Make it 1D, says now I'm brilliant. I hope Madrid wins 7-0 to humble Liverpool. I mean, they've already lost to Bournemouth, to be fair, TTV. Is that not humbling enough for you? Is that not humbling enough? But we're a few minutes away from kickoff, and as a bonus, pre-match, we are going to go to the Noblet phone-in because there's a Liverpool fan who needs to address the viewers, who needs to address everyone. So, Liam, if you could hop into the chat of Destiny, and then we can have a pre-match chat and interrogation. And there he is. I'm joined by Liam, a Liverpool fan. Hello. Hello, Liam.
Can you hear me?
I can, mate. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you now. Oh, I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Right.
Excellent.
Guys?
But just before you start, Will says you stink of shit.
Shut the fuck up, Will, mate.
Brilliant.
Don't kill my vibe, mate.
Okay, go on, Liam. You said you're a Liverpool fan. You're up for the fight. You said you wanted to address everyone.
Firstly, I want to say TTV, mate. Very childish comment because, you know, Liverpool with 1 penalty in a year. But, yeah, we won't talk about that. We're going to win today. Darwin Núñez is going to announce himself yet again.
Okay.
And shut everyone up. But I actually think, and right, I really don't. I'm not going to say anything categoric because I don't want it to bite me in the arse. But I think that if Milner and Fabinho are like actually good today, and obviously the attack as well. But I think if Milner and Fabinho play well, I think we'll go through.
Excellent. Love the confidence.
I'm very happy that he's not put like Navigator there because
he'll get injured just by looking at Benzema.
If Navigator comes on and we're 4-0 up with 5 minutes to go, we will lose the game 5-4. I'm so glad he's not playing. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I actually would have started him if we didn't play 4 attackers, but yeah, the lineup's good. I'm quite happy that Tchouaméni's not playing as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say to all of you like little rival scumbags, if we do go through today,
yeah,
I do not want to hear anything. If we lose to Nottingham Forest or anyone, I don't want to hear it for the rest of the season. I do not care. Because this should be a humbling for all of you that think we're done, all that if we win. Just suckle your mums. Yeah?
Yeah.
Joe Gomez is why we lost the last game.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that because yeah, I won't talk about that guy too much. But Konate, yeah. Champions League final, if anyone remembers that. That's what's going to happen today.
Absolutely. So, Liam, before we go to the game then, I want an actual... I'm sure we'll speak to you at half-time if you come in on. So I want a half-time score prediction, please.
Half-time score prediction. It all depends on who gets the first goal, but I think we score first.
Okay.
I think we'll be 2-0 up at half time.
Wow.
And if we are 2-0 up at half time,
yeah,
I will predict us to go through
excellent
at half time. So sorry for the spoiler, guys, but
there we go. Liam has called it 2-0 at half time. Enjoy the first half, Liam. I'll speak to you in the chat, and I'll speak to you properly at half time. Hopefully Nunez can do bits for you. But that, guys, is the Noblet phoning for pre-match. And that is Liam's thoughts, who is a Liverpool fan, as I say. Hello, Ashu. How are we doing? Let me just catch up on the chat. Salah without penalties as ghosting, says Will. Oren says even with. Yeah, hello, Ashu. One penalty. The Salah put 7 yards wide. You're not wrong. TTV is calling Liam a Bournemouth swine, of course. Hello, Amy. I did see those mental images, yeah. I only learned today that Frankfurt fans were banned from going to the match, so they've gone to Naples just to pop off. Ashley says, Liverpool want to advance, they'll have to win by a margin of at least 4 goals. Or 3 with penalties, Ashley, but you're absolutely right. Fabinho's not played well this season, says Narnbread. He's having a stinker, to be fair. Liverpool fans celebrating his chaos, but lose 10-2 over 2 legs. Tom says, non-biased, I don't think Liverpool can do it due to it being at the Bernabeu. Yeah, that is the huge elephant in the room, isn't it? Kamenfanger, no write-off indeed. Chouamini's on the bench. Hello, Owl, our resident referee. We are going to need you for this match, I'm sure. My prediction is that Nunez scores 5. Ronaldo goes on the pitch and sucks his knob. As this game will not have a margin of 3 goals, never mind 4. I'm going to go for 2 all. 1-0 Brighton. Oh, Brighton playing. Who are Brighton playing? If Madrid score first, it's over. Probably, yeah. I'm going to say 2-0 at halftime as well for Ashu. At the Burnham 2-0 up, no chance. It's going to be a tricky one, that's for sure. But hey, if Liverpool score first, you never know. You never know. I don't think you'll win, says Owl. It's going to be a calm game. I'd be very surprised, to be fair, Owl. I'm sure that's what Real Madrid will want. I'd be very surprised if Liverpool allowed them to be calm, though. And hello, Mo. Up the mighty Reds. I have 0 confidence for today. Well, I'm hoping for an entertaining game. The only way this game is entertaining is if Liverpool take the lead. And they're up by, like, 2 goals in stuff like the last 5-10 minutes. So I hope that is the case. I don't want this to be a boring, game where Real Madrid just, like, they go 1-0 up and then that's the end of the tie. And it's like, I want to see entertainment, excitement, and chaos, and it all kicking off, and preferably some red cards. That would be lots of fun. Football's a game of surprises. Ashu, you're 100% right. And it only takes a second to score a goal. And there are 60 seconds in a minute. And there are fucking 90 minutes in a game of football. So how many goals is that? That's a lot of goals. Will, be quiet, you fraud. Last time Liverpool went 2-0 up, we know what happened indeed. Hello, Callum. On my ultimate team, I have Roger at central midfield. Obviously, it doesn't give you chemistry. Shall I use Phillips, where he can be switched to a central midfielder? I mean, I don't know anything about how good these people are on FIFA. If it was in real life, I wouldn't be doing that. Nunez will start punching people up when they go 6-2 down. If I see some chaos, I'd be happy with that. Some controversy. If we're 2-0 up at half-time or before the 60th, we will go through. And Mo says, I saw a video of someone translating the Champions League anthem, and it's literally just the Champions, yes. Oh, yeah, Mo, yeah, it is. Yeah, Legrand is the keeper, something. Legrand is something, yeah. It's good, because it's about, continentalism, if that's even a word. Multi-linguisticism. Cam Phillips has 2 special cards. Why? What's he done? Is that for, getting some game time or something? I agree, Al. What even is the Conference League anthem? I don't actually know. Have I ever watched a Conference League game? I think I watched half of an Anderlecht game this season. And maybe like half of a West Ham game. I don't think I've ever watched a full Conference League game. Will I ever? Probably not. Unless City have, for some reason, in it in the future. It could happen. I thought it had some poetry and shit, and apparently not. Nah, it's just, yeah, I think it's definitely in French. It's definitely in English. Probably Spanish and Italian as well. Nobbins, I forgot to ask you thoughts on the Professor. What does that mean, Liam? Thoughts on the Professor? I've watched all European finals last year. I watched... Oh, here we go. We've kicked off. We streamed the Europa League one. Didn't even bother to watch the Conference League one. I did know that. Will with some fantastic, fascinating, unique facts there. Oh, Conference League is same. Oh, that's lazy. They should have got a different one. After you learn Spanish, you should learn Chinese. There's very little people you can speak to. Quisiera reserva una mesa para 4 personas, por favor, para mañana. I just did a real world sentence in Spanish. Get out of here. I would like to reserve a table for 2 people for tomorrow, please. Phillips has done nothing. He's a rule breakers. What does that mean? Rule breakers. Has he been naughty? Professor Hamza. Oh, the excitable City fan. I don't like that we have to attack and we'll be exposed at the back. That is the question. I guess that's going to be Milner. He's going to have a big responsibility in that regard because obviously Liverpool need to score a lot of goals, but they can't just capitulate at the back. Obviously, they need to attack a lot, but there has to be a degree of balance. I hate having Tony, but he can actually do something. I love Tony. He's my boy. Shall I watch this or the chase? Hello, T12 Gaming 59. How are you doing, matey? Who do I support? I support Manchester City and Boavista. But I'm wearing a Benfica shirt right now to support Darwin Núñez. Because I do like Darwin. How about you, matey? And get your score predictions in for this game. Here is Jimmy Milner. Pops a ball in. Easily to Courtois, though. What do you take on the Barca corruption allegations? I'm quite uneducated on it. All I've seen are headlines. I haven't properly read into it yet. So I don't really know what they're alleged to have done. That's far too. It is surely offside though for Benzema, and it's good save anyway. It is well off. But I don't. Yeah, I don't know enough about what they have done. But it wouldn't surprise me because they are in the financial shitter. So it wouldn't surprise me if they've done something to try to circumvent rules. But time will tell, I'm sure. You don't like this camera angle. What was the worst camera angle this season? It was Bristol City, wasn't it? Absolutely AIDS, that camera angle. That's worse. Right, Goodison Park, is that the one that's got a terrible camera angle as well? I think it is. That's a bad ball by Jota. Salah could have been away. Nicholas says Real Madrid to win 2-1. What have I said? Have I said 3-1? 3-1 to Liverpool. That's what I'm going for. They've been messing with the refs ever since 2009. Barca allegations will be investigated by Spanish courts. Yeah, Oh, hopefully it's not true. Hopefully it's not true. Because you don't want to see any corruption going on. But I mean, even without those allegations, in Barca have some issues in terms of like registration. Isn't there something like they can't register Gavi as a first team player because they have to sell like 150 million pounds worth of players to sign anyone new, and if you register a player from a youth contract to a first team contract, that technically counts as registering him as a new player. So that's interesting. And you might say, oh well, they're definitely going to sort that out. Well, we all said that about the Messi situation, and they weren't able to sort that out, so it wouldn't surprise me. Gavi's been registered. Oh, has he? Oh, so they're able to get around it. The chance for Liverpool making a comeback is insane. I'm putting this at 0% chance. I'm more hopeful for a comeback, to be honest. Well, I'm not expecting a comeback, but I'm very hopeful for one, for an entertainment perspective. Who is playing right now then? Tony. I didn't even realise there was Premier League action tonight. Oh, Brentford are beating Southampton. Oh wait, did I captain him in my FPL? I think I did because Brentford played 2 games. Brighton win. 2 of my favourite clubs, Brighton and Brentford, are playing. Love that. Oh, Canate, really good defending there. There you go. We'll keep an eye on that. If someone could also keep me updated with the Napoli game, that would be great. It's probable. Oh gosh, I'm not that good at Spanish, Tom. I don't know what that means. Yes, only March scored for Brighton. That's big for you, Callum. Southampton losing. What's that mean for the table? I don't know. Something, no doubt. What's that mean? I mean, Bournemouth are still in the relegation zone, but Cheeks, it does mean that they will be 2 points ahead of Southampton with a game in hand. Tell me, Tom, tell me. In fact, I guess I could get the... I'm going to get the Napoli game up on my screen. Tomer assist for the FPL. He made mine and Gasky's underrated Premier League 11. Corner for Real Madrid. Header from Trent only falls to Benzema. Valverde. Liverpool have just got to be calm here. Salah, first time. That's a terrible ball. There could have been a way there if you got that ball right, but you didn't, so it's an irrelevant thing. It would be interesting if Frankfurt were able to score and maybe even, somehow knock Napoli out, but I really don't see that being a thing. From the very little of the game I saw, Napoli were much the better team, and that was away from home. So I've just got that on this monitor now. If the stream wants to load on BT Sport, there we go, lovely. Napoli are up against France. Oh, here's Salah, and Darwin Nunez, take a shot, mate. Oh, he actually has. And Courtois with the save. It was too central. Well, there you go. Early signs. Will says Bournemouth to finish bottom. Oh, you got a bet on, haven't you? Borough go up and reclaim Tav, yeah. Wow, Tom, less of that. Brighton are right behind Liverpool with the game in hand. Wow. If I can see first, I'm turning this off. I have studying to do. Hello, Annalise. How are you doing? My cat's attacking all the Liverpool players. Raised her well. Well, she's attacking the TV. Don't want to scratch it. Yeah, it says Nap versus Frankfurt, France. Same difference. You think 3-0 to who to, Annalise? Who to? I'm doing good, yeah. Hoping for a good game today. Oh, Trent with a good tackle, is it? No, it's giving us a foul. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, that ball hits the ref in the Frankfurt game. That's a free kick. Isn't it great when the referees get in the way? Oh, it's Anthony Taylor, or whatever he's called. The bald man. What did he have for tea, Tom? I just had some meaty pasta. I haven't got Bournemouth to come last, to be fair. I think I said 19th, though. I did say you're going to get relegated. That was my prediction. I think Liverpool... Wow, 3-0. I love betting against the odds. As long as the cash isn't involved. I'm sure you get some very good odds for that, though. I thought he won the ball first, but then no, it turned out to be a foul. Oh, I know, right? I was as shocked as you. I was like, Trent with a good tackle, question mark? What if the ref made a goal line clearance? I mean, I think we would need to investigate. Real Madrid with the corner. They did catch them out in a similar situation, but Liverpool able to get away with this one. Jota heads it on. Nunez bringing Milner into the game, who is the captain tonight. I didn't realise Milner's the captain over Van Dijk, but I guess he is. Shame that Alaba is injured. Yes, he is. I think apart from that, it's a full house for Real Madrid, but Benzema's got it in a dangerous area. Passes it to Vinicius on the left. He can cut inside. Oh, play it to Cruz, and it's just behind Benzema, and Modric was waiting. He was waiting, and oh, what? Trent Alexander-Arnold giving the ball away there, by the way. Somehow found himself in the left-back slot. Yeah. It's not a good start from Liverpool defensively, and it's interesting that Real Madrid are happy to attack themselves and not just, camp and defend. They're probably thinking we could just score some more. Breath when more open than Slut's legs. Absolutely, Annalise. Totally. After watching us versus Liverpool on Saturday, I don't understand how people have rated Van Dijk so highly. Should be getting away more criticism. That was another thing that was explored on the podcast. In terms of, his legacy, is Van Dijk overrated, question mark? Desity, no, let's have a look. A meatball pizza, that is cheeky. I had a meaty product as well. From the little I've seen of Konate, I like him, but I feel like he does barely play. Certainly in the Premier League, which is obviously the competition I watch the most, he's barely got any games over 2 seasons. But when I see him play, both for France and Liverpool, most of the time, I think he looks good. I'm assuming it was injuries as the reason to why he didn't feature as much as he perhaps could have done. And Liam said, remember, don't forget, Liam was incredibly confident, said 2-0 at half time, and now he's going, I've already seen enough, we're not winning this game. Oh, it's early days. It's early days. Anything can happen. They just have to sort themselves out with their passing, that's all. And not giving the ball away in stupid areas. But that's a corner to Real Madrid. Apart from that early Nunez chance, they have been in charge of the game. Now, Brad, you should do the Narn cast. Do it, mate. I back it. Why not? I can't believe Porto didn't score a goal yesterday. That was so upsetting. They hit the post and crossbar in the space of like 5 seconds. Here's Kvaratskhelia in the Napoli game, by the way. Frankfurt defender, though. Boo. Okay, corner for Real Madrid. Modric to take. It's whipped him. Fabinho up against Militao. Van Dijk wins it in the end. Back to Valverde, which Fabinho deals with. Salah not able to clear it away. Robertson this time to Cruz on his left and straight into the grateful grasp of Alisson. The letter V makes an F sound in Dutch. That is a fun fact. So is it... So what, it's Van Dijk? Is it Van Dijk? Or is it Vincent Fan? Oh, some bullshit. We're the ones supposed to be attacking. We have 36% possession. We're finished. Pim, these lies, this slander must end. Tom says, my bet's on for Klopp to complain about the pitch being drier than up his body count. What's that even mean? Drier than that? It's a meaningless thing to say. For God's sake. Van Dijk with a switch. It's a really good ball to Salah, who's up against Nacho here. He beats him for pace. He's looking for support. He wins Liverpool a corner. That all started from a very good crossfield ball by Van Dijk. It's Cody Hakpo. Trent is gassed, says Max. I'm buying a field in Leipzig and naming a Holland's goal farm. You might as well. 5 is just insane, isn't it? And that's the quickest 5 goals in a game in Champions League history. Did it in 60 minutes. It's just mad. Imagine if he was on the pitch for the whole 90. Militao saying he was elbowed. Oi, something mean to Evie. Nicholas says, 36-year-old Milner starting against Real Madrid. How did Liverpool get here? Injuries and a failure to refresh. It's as simple as that. Unless you're good at speaking Dutch, it's actually tougher than German. Yeah, I can imagine. Is there a thing, Annalise, where Dutch people can understand German, but German people can't understand Dutch people? Or it's harder for them, or something like that? The Van Dijk to Salah switch reminded me of the good old days, yeah. He's heard me calling him overrated in terms of legacy. But here we go. Immediately from Liverpool's corner, Vinicius can play in Benzema. How on earth has that been allowed to happen? I mean, it's Gakpo who actually ends up doing the defensive work. But how easy was that for Real Madrid to just play like one ball over the top and they're in? It's just terrible. It's terrible defending by Liverpool. How on earth did United not score a goal against these? But I guarantee, I tell you right now, guys, I tell you right now, when City play these, they will be up for it and they will be popping off and they'll probably win. Oh, you don't understand each other? Oh, that's interesting. I thought that was a thing. Because I know it's a thing in like Spanish and Portuguese. Portuguese people can understand Spanish people. Oh my god, what a save by Alisson. Flipping heck. How on earth has Vinicius not scored? I think it came off Alisson's hanging arm in the end. What is going on here with Liverpool? Sort yourselves out, guys. He did play at Celtic, yeah. I have no idea how he saved it. I think it like hit his like arm there, maybe. Alisson's been absolutely mentally good this season. I know he made that silly mistake against Real Madrid and Wolves, but overall, he's been like... he has been the best keeper in the Premier League. Finally got... Yes, Miz, we finally did. Me and Miz finally got a win on COD. I contributed nothing. I could take Luton to Liverpool because Liverpool will beat Arsenal at Anfield. Oh, I don't know. That's a nice ball, though. It's Nunez up against Valverde. Who's got the pace? Rudiger comes in, just slides in. Very good tackle. And now Valverde can come away with it. And Liverpool just have no midfield presence right now. They're just so easy to play through. It's quite funny. And Van Dijk gives the ball away. Oh, they get lucky there. He's been our best player. I agree. I do think he's been the best keeper in the league. Nick Pope was, but then he's sort of gone a bit off the boil recently. I can't stand German speak when they speak slowly. Oh, sorry, I can when they speak slowly, not fast. This Rudiger guy moves so funny. It's that little run he does. That's my favourite thing. The like thing he does for no reason. We've had 15 minutes and Real Madrid have had 5 shots on Liverpool's goal. Liverpool have had 1, which is probably maybe a really good chance. Try and play Nunez in behind, but Courtois is always going to be able to claim that. Is Nunez actually playing off the left? I can't tell. I think that Nunez might be playing off the left and then Jota central. Potentially, not 100% on that. We will keep an eye on it as the game goes on. But it's not looking good from a Liverpool perspective so far. You wouldn't tell that we're the team supposed to be chasing the game, would you? Indeed. Well, I mean, I think you mentioned it, Mo. Real Madrid have had 61% of the ball so far. And they've been the most dangerous team so far in terms of the chances. You do feel like that. If Nunez scored that early goal, then we may have had something. You know, Erling broke some records yesterday. What did he break? I know he must have broken the record for like quickest 5 goals in the Champions League in a game. I think he's broken the record for, was it fastest to 30 goals? The fastest and the youngest. Vinicius beats Trent too easily. Water is wet. Canate coming into play. And then Vinicius gets fouled by Salah, does he? The referee says no. Fair enough. In order for Liverpool not to concede, they have to play 23 players with 15 of those on Vinicius. Yeah, Vinicius did end up fouling Salah there. Youngest player to 30 goals with the age of 22. Yeah, I think he beat Mbappe by a couple months. Vinny's just enjoying himself. He's just vibing. He's just like kidding the playground at this point. Vinicius Jr. up against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Hello, Vaughn. As a well-known Skyrim modder, what would you tell someone that wants to get started? What, in Skyrim or modding Skyrim? Because I have played Skyrim, but I must confess, Vaughn, I've never modded it. I've only ever had it on Xbox, not PC. What I would say is, don't bother with the storyline. Just go and do what you want. Because the main plot of Skyrim is like one of the weakest elements of the game, sadly. The main plot is a bit boring. That's a nice ball by Trent. Into Salah. He's got Nunez in the middle. He finds Jota. Oh, just didn't connect properly. Totally miskicked it. And Nunez was not there for the rebound. Oh. Salah's playing well so far. It's a good ball forward by Trent. Salah made the right decision, popping it over Rudiger. And he just scuffs that. That goes down as a good chance. Haaland Skyrim roleplay. What would you be? What race would you be? Would you be an orc, maybe? Do I play Lawyer Simulator? That's my favourite game. Let's have another look at this. Alisson save. It did, I think, almost came off the shoulder there. Half-time, both Prem games. Hopefully it continues how it is. Yeah, I do like Brentford and Brighton. Hope they both win. Trent with the ball in. Nunez can't win it. Cavalier will clear it ahead of Milner. And that's such a lovely back heel by Modric into Valverde. Gakpo forces them back. They are just spreading it far too easily. You'd be a Nord. Is that even a class? I don't know. I think I was always just an orc on Skyrim. Just for vibes, why not? Although I'd always end up wanting to heal. And orcs aren't very good at magic. Haaland's the youngest player to 30 Champions League goals within the age of 22. Indeed. Yes, beating Mbappe's record, which is mad. He's always played... he scored 33 goals in 25 games in the Champions League. Like, it's just mental, isn't it? How can you have more goals than games? Here's Camavinga. Will he have a shot? He does! Oh, here's the crossbar. What a shot that was. Flipping heck. I think Alisson may have got a slight touch on that. If so, it's an unbelievable save. Let's take another look at this. Milner doesn't press him closely enough. I think he might just get a save. Flipping heck. Alisson is... in a game where Liverpool need to score 3 goals, Alisson is their best player. Mbappe is on the list. Second one's... really? Are you sure, Tom? The thing I saw from Opta was Mbappe. Look how much space there is in midfield, indeed. Champions League is a Farmers League this year. The Conference League and Europa League is where the fun's at. Who do you think is going to win the Europa League, Vaughn? Do you think it's going to be your team, United? John Ross says, told you Camavinga is amazing. That was a good strike from him. Gakpo keeps that in play. It nearly fell to Salah. But now Cruz can just backheel it in his own defensive third with ease. Valverde's 99 willpower. Ooh. Oh, hello. My picture froze for a second there. Courtois trying to play it out. If we could have some more keeper travesties in this game, that would be fun. I mean, my cat in Skyrim. Can you have a cat in Skyrim? I know you can have a wife or a husband. Outside as our best player, yeah, in a game we need to win by 3. Modric, Benzema making the run. The outside the foot pass results in a corner, does it? Yes, it does. I'm sure. I'm looking at one football and it says Messi seconds. Well, Opta have lied to me then. I'm sure it was Mbappe. Yeah, that is... Oh, what an outrageous save that is from the Camavinga shot. It actually takes a deflection off Milner's arse as well. That is ridiculous. Really good by Alisson. What must he be thinking this season, Alisson? It's like, what? Have you seen what I'm working with here? That's what he's thinking. Oh, Fabinho, clear it, you lard arse. There we go. Goodness gracious. Oh, Tom, I'll believe you. I believe you. I can't see us winning Europa. Oh, here's Modric. Oh, just blazes over. That came out with some velocity and ferocity. Yeah, Vaughan says, can't see United winning Europa. We've been getting away with a lot of results. Not enough goals, and if Rashford's not on it, we're still less than a year into the new system. Who are the other teams still in it that are good? Obviously, Arsenal are in it. Sporting are in it, but, you know, they're playing Arsenal. Juventus, I guess, are they the favourites, Juve? Liam says it's 100% Madrid in the quarters. It's not looking good. But hey, one goal is all it takes. Fall in love with me, possibility. I've dropped my stress ball. Oh, there we go. We should be 2-0 down. You should, but that's what Alisson does for you. Only a matter of time before they score now, says Liam. It does seem like it could be heading that way. But they have had some chances. They haven't scored from them. That's the key thing. Alisson's kept them alive. If we get Madrid in the quarter, says Tom, it could happen. It definitely could. Anyone can have anyone in the next round. Like autism, I've never been officially diagnosed. And also, I didn't realize that the whole path to the final is going to be released. So that's always exciting. So you can actually try to see the path. In an ideal world, Real Madrid would get like Napoli or Bayern Munich. You know, one of those 3 teams would get, you know, the other. I'd love it to be like, you know, Napoli, Real Madrid, and Bayern, in Inter Milan, maybe? I guess. Maybe Bayern Chelsea, because Chelsea are going to beat us. Even though we've pumped them every single time and outplayed them every single time, I guarantee if we get me in the Champions League, we'll lose. I don't think City have won. Yeah, we've never won a knockout tie against another English team in Europe, in European football. Never. That is shocking. And every single time we're knocked out by another English side, we win the league. So we're always the best team in the league when it happens. But we still get knocked out. That's how fucking good we are. I fully expect Arsenal to choke. To choke the league. Oh, choke the league. Oh, wow, Vaughn. Napoli versus Madrid or Napoli versus City is what I want in the quarters. No, I don't want Napoli City. That would scare me. Although it would be interesting because I thought, you know, when Napoli pumped Liverpool 3-0, I was like, wow, they're the real deal. And they might still be, you know, they're top of the Serie A, etc. But clearly, you know, Liverpool are like, you know, struggling to get top 4 in England. So it would be interesting. I really am excited to see Napoli come up against a City, Real Madrid, Bayern. That's nearly a good ball, but just too much on it. Bournemouth's Brazilian keeper's clear. And Neto. He used to have good reflex saves in FIFA, I'm sure. I'd watch Bayern Real. That would be cheeky. Bayern and Benfica would be fire, says Max. I'd like City to get Napoli so I can have a look at this Osimhen lad. He's doing absolute bits, Vaughn. I hope he goes to Chelsea. I don't hope he goes to Chelsea, but if you want Chelsea to do well, you should want him to go to Chelsea, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know. I agree, Mo. Sadly. Liverpool with no creative midfielder. Says Pim. Pep style play used to fit league systems, not knockouts. It's slowly changing. Well, here is Vinicius. So Konate's just not even... That was such weird defending by Konate. He was waiting for an offside. Okay, fair enough. But still, like, why did he... He didn't even bother to try to close him down. It looks like he's onside. I don't know. I think that may have been close. I don't know why Konate just... Because you never know the flag. It might be onside. So I don't know why Konate just did that. He just gave up. That's lovely by Nunez. He can cross the ball here. Into Robertson. There's still Salah and Jota in the middle. For some reason went to Gakpo on the outside of the box. Here's Trent. Whip a ball in, mate. He does. Oh, it's a corner. No, it's not. It's a goal kick. How's the game been? Liverpool have been shit, Will. Rama just shoves scored twice, but for some very good Alisson goalkeeping. Neto, the beautiful man. Yeah, I don't know what Konate was doing there. Hello, Tab. Liverpool are getting battered so far. Any striker that goes Chelsea's instantly nerfed. That's why I'd like to see it, though, to be fair. I think Chelsea are just a good striker and probably a defensive midfielder away from being a genuinely brilliant team. In terms of the... what's it? On One Football's Instagram, they confirmed Vardiol is City's main priority. I think that City will look to get Vardiol only if Laporte leaves. I hope Laporte doesn't leave. I love Laporte. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense to get him. Because then we'd have 6 first-choice centre-halves. Chelsea have destroyed 95% of the strikers they've signed in the last 30 years. Indeed. But hey, maybe Osimhen can be the Drogba. Imagine Inter versus AC Milan, says Max. Well, there was a... I can't remember the year. Was it? I think it might have been like 2006 or something. Inter Milan got AC Milan in like the round 16 or quarterfinals. And they both share a stadium, but AC Milan went through on away goals, even though like, the away game was played at their home ground. It was really weird. Is Valverde or Milner? Good defending. Guys, we're at the top 4 African footballers of the 2000s. 1 list for peak and 1 for career. That's a good one, Will. If you guys want to highlight that, that's a fun one. The obvious people would be Yaya Toure, Eto'o, Drogba. What other names might there be? Mane, Salah, Kolo Toure. No, probably not. Choupo-Moting. Essien's a good shout. Will says, for peak, it's Drogba, Toure, Eto'o, Salah, career, Toure, Eto'o, Salah, and Drogba. Probably agree. Yeah. I probably agree with that, to be honest. Yeah. That's decent. That's decent. Are there any other obvious Africans I'm missing in that list? I don't think so. Man United is a better choice for Osimhen. Nkunku will be the man for Chelsea. I don't know, Nicholas, because Nkunku isn't a striker. He's a second striker. Robertson with a cross, but there's no one there. Nkunku working off a proper number 9, i.e. Osimhen. That could be fun. Mahrez is an interesting shout, yeah? JJ Kocher. I don't think Mahrez would make the list for me, but it's a very, very good shout. Yes, absolutely. For sure. The only place you were goating couldn't do it is a rainy night in Stoke, innit? Hakimi could be that guy, Vaughan, indeed. I think I've actually seen a full season of Drogba with my own eyes, says Mo. Callum's a good... Callum's a good shout. Essien's a good shout. Bye, Callum. Just 2000s, innit? Because you're an infant. I don't think he's that much younger than you, Will, is he? Isn't Mo just like 2 or 3 years younger than you? Anyone reckon Will still will get called into a Premier League team? Guys, did you know this man? What on earth was that pass by Milner, by the way? Oh, goodness me. Ba, 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 da, da, ba, ba. Yeah, eventually you will. I'm sure. That smells of like a Brentford signing, or you know, or like a Brentford appointment if Thomas Frank leaves. Here's Fabinho. Can Liverpool actually do something? Yes, with the flick, but it's too easily into the hands of Courtois. Well done, Tom. Love that from you. Can see Will still taking over the West Ham job. That might be fun. That might be fun. Thomas Frank reeks of cheese. I don't even know what that means. Oh, he's a West Ham fan, is he? Mo, I did know that. But thank you for letting me know. Milner, ball in. Rudiger takes it, but... And then Milner doesn't really do anything with it. That's a shame. Goal kick. Oh, what a shame. This game isn't as chaotic as I was hoping for. Well, I mean, it has been from a Liverpool defensive standpoint, but, you know. Send me it, Tom. Send me. Just wasn't quite able to work with the deflection. What a shame. I think I said that Liverpool must score a goal before half-time, otherwise it's game over. It's not looking... If anything, it's looking like Real Madrid are going to score a goal before half-time. Milner is on the edges of the 6-yard box. The sport has truly descended down a shit path. Oh, gosh. This is looking really dull. It's a shame, Owl. It is a shame. I really wanted it to be lots of fun. Fawn says, who gets in the City midfield from Real Madrid? Modric? Modric instead of Bernardo Silva or Gundogan. And that is it. Yeah, that's it. Because Kroos ain't better than Kevin. Camavinga or Tchouaméni ain't better than Rodri. So yeah, Modric instead of Gundo or Bernardo. Someone 2-foot someone. Yeah, Owl, let's get some refereeing contentious decisions so I can call on your wisdom. Here is Darwin. He's up against Carvajal. He's beating far. Oh, what a shot! Oh, what a save! Oh, it may have just been going wide, but it was still a really good save either way. It could have been just going in off the post, maybe. I think it may have just been going wide, but it's still a really good fingertip save by Courtois. Liverpool are horrifically bad, and because their fans are so deluded, I'm making a cheeky 40 quid. Oh, Klopp. Actually, I won't say what I want to just yet, says Mo. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I agree, Nicholas. Just Modric. Oh, I think Owl, we must agree that it wasn't a penalty to City yesterday, right? Canate, why? Right, Canate, mate. You're a centre-half. In what world, on the half volley turn spin, do you think you're going to score that goal against Courtois? Mate, in what reality is that going to go in the back of the net? I'd like to see if that was going in just from the different angle. But either way, it was a really good save. Combine our City midfield. Based on what, Will? If it's based on general, no Arsenal player gets in. If it's based on, like, this season, it's probably mainly Arsenal, isn't it? Oh, Canate. No, Mo, shut the fuck up. The way it's being enforced this season, it's a penalty. Is that a penalty in the Premier League, then, Owl? Or is there a different, like, policy in Europe? What's the situation there, do you know? Oh, Roberts. I thought Robertson was going to 2-foot Camavinga then. I thought he was going to pop off. You reckon it would be given the Prem? Oh, wow, okay. Mad. Now, why is that? Why would it be given? Because it was like... I know his arm's like out here. In general, it doesn't... I don't think he gets a shout over Bernardo Silva, to be honest. If it was this season... Well, City's best midfielders... I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I think you can make an argument to say that it could be Rodri, Partey, and Odegaard. If you wanted, like, maybe the 3 best. De Bruyne has been weird. He's been world-class, but also, like, keeps making weird mistakes sometimes. Yeah, at least one City... I think one City player gets in the midfield. Oh, Gakpo with the shot, Courtois saves. Come on, we're getting some chances in this game now, guys. Arms are in a natural position. I hope they change the guidance soon. And rob a 2-foot Kane or something. That was last season, yeah. Something like that. Kane should have been sent off. Other Rovers red card was also justified. Yeah, vaguely remember that. Vaguely. Was that game a draw? Was it 2-2? Something like that? Trent with a corner. It's a low one, and nearly Salah's able to get another corner. Nicholas says Partey, Kevin, and Odegaard. That probably is the right answer, I think. I think that's the right answer. Home Madrid wins for TTV. I know you do. You're a United fan. That does not surprise me, to be fair. Since when does KDB have a tattoo? Does he? Where? Van Dijk, James Milner with the shot from outside the box. Can you imagine if Milner scores a screamer in this game? Sadly, it's offside for Jota. Boo. Boo. Yeah, if you could, Tom. I didn't even realise that was a thing. I can't picture it in my head. Will says, when are we going to admit Casemiro's had a terrible season? Oh my gosh. That's a loaded question by Will. That shot wasn't actually reaching the byline. Look, it's Jimmy Milner. He can do what he wants. Van Dijk on the tit. Discipline-wise, yes, says Owl. It is a bit mad. 2 red cards in 1 season is insane. When was the last time that happened in the Premier League? Hello, Red Pill Addiction. Liverpool are done. I think so. I think that realistically, I think Real Madrid have actually been better in this first half. To survive, I think Liverpool had to score at least 1 goal in the first half. Doesn't look like it's happening. What do you reckon, Red Pill Addiction? Casemiro has been insane, but also got himself missing 7 games, which is mad. Yeah, what is that? So what is that? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So he's missed nearly a 5th of the season by suspension. And I don't think he joined until, like, he didn't join until a few games in, did he? So he's probably only available for 35. So, yeah, he's missed a 5th of the season. So, yes, yeah, so he's missed 20% of the season by suspension. That's mad. He'd be my signing of the season if he stopped getting suspended. Will, surely we all know who the signing of the season is. I know you don't want to say it because your agenda must agenda, but it's pretty normal for sometimes play getting 2 in a season. Is it? Is it really? The one against Palace wasn't a red. Was that the one where he put his hands around a player's throat? Thank you, Tom. That's what I'm saying, Red Pill Addiction. Holland says hi. Shut up, Mo. In 1920, David Luiz was up 3 times. I don't remember this. But it is David Luiz, to be fair. Doesn't surprise me. We've not had a pen in over 2,600 minutes of league football. I mean, in fairness, I feel like Bournemouth are barely in the box. How many touches must they get in the box? Right, Right, love that. Trent tried to win it back, didn't, and out of position, and is now just like walking and jogging back. Hello, Baldy. How you doing? Dive of the century from Nacho, you say? Holland sign of the season. There we go. That's all I need to hear. Needs to up the ante. Who's ante? There are tons of pen shouts. Denied. Is that a foul by Fabinho? Yeah, Fabinho just trips up Cruz there. Trent always looks confused in defense. Yeah. It's sort of like, what is it? Like a deer in the headlights, a rabbit in the headlights? Is that the term? I don't know. Liverpool, you need to get on the ball, guys. A flop of the season award. I guess the popular shout would be... Sure, well, I guess the popular shout would be Anthony. Lee Mason. On the KB's tattoo, it looks like 3 names and can't be grass as it's black and not green. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look at that later. Richarlison. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. I think he scored 2 offside goals this season and he's popped off. Thank you, Baldy. Is that rate or hate? Richarlison says Red Pill Addiction. Rory Jennings for flop of the season. That's going to be the worst prediction of the season. Didn't he say he'd do well to get 15 goals? He's got 39 in March. Mad. He's 5 goals off the record. 5. Well, off equaling it anyway. Insanity from my man. From my boy. Salah trying to find Gakpo, but he only finds Kroos. Real Madrid are very good at just like getting out of the Liverpool half-arse press. Yeah, and Al's a Spurs fan and he agrees. TTV says for price, it's Alisson. 15 Premier League goals. Yeah, he's got 28 though. Baldy, there's still time. Don't give up. Have faith. Pastor Fred is better than Fabinho. Koulibaly. IMO says Red Pill Addiction. I know some people said Kukurea as well. I'm not watching the second half, says Mo. Guys, anything can happen. 1 goal is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Oh, come on, Liverpool. Score a goal. Make it interesting, you bastards. I reckon all comps would have maybe extended it to 2025 fairs. Oh, Canate did well. Alisson just pumps it, and it was a foul in the end. Exactly, Owl. Anything can happen. Spurs Ajax was crazy indeed. And that was that. That was in Amsterdam as well, wasn't it? I know that Ajax aren't Real Madrid, but still, it's a thing. It's a thing. Great worker. Great worker. That's what Steve McManaman says about Jota. Anthony Gordon, says Tom. Indeed, Owl. I think Lucas Moura got the hat trick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. It was annoying because as soon as Spurs went through, I was like, right, well, Liverpool have won the final then. There's no way Spurs. Ajax maybe could have beaten Liverpool. Ain't no way Spurs were beating Liverpool. Anthony Gordon's a brilliant footballer. I kept having him in my FPL when he was at Everton, and now I have him in my FPL, and now I have 4 Newcastle players. Shut up, Will. I'm gonna ban you from like saying the word. Is there a way that I can block users from saying a particular word? I'm gonna block you from saying Foden if you're not careful. I'll come up with some software that does that. I mean, Anthony Gordon is wank, but cheeks, he's good for. He was good for Everton. Don't worry, Will has an agenda. He's not being serious. Don't worry about it, guys. That was a handball. And Gakpo did strike his hand. 35 galaxies clear. Right. 1 minute left. Come on, Liverpool. Why are you making me want to end it all? Foden. Is that a combination of Foden and Gordon? I can't wait for Foden to actually play in his actual position. That'll be good. I can't wait for that day to happen. As a City fan, I have an agenda against our academy team, Arsenal. That's understandable. I can't imagine there being that much added time in the first half. I feel like there have been too many stoppages. So it is almost definitely going to be 0-0. Which is a shame from a spectacle perspective. Is it still 0-0 in the Napoli game, by the way? One exciting evening of Champions League football. Pep has an agenda for subs. My man, he knows he's my bald fraud. In fact, there he is. What a man. He hasn't played in since youth football. Mo, are you okay, mate? I know you don't watch Foden, but do you even watch Foden? He's literally played there loads this season. What's going on? I did know that, TTV. So did Ryan Giggs. Everyone in New Zealand supports Arsenal. Why is that? Red Pill. That's interesting. Why are New Zealanders Arsenal fans? Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh yeah, only 2 minutes of added time, so 90 seconds left. And Liverpool just can't even get on the ball. I bet you do, TTV. Little swine. Mo, stop this. Stop with this Control-C, Control-V bullshit. Keeps my idol. Amazing. Here is Benzema. Takes a shot. It's well defended by Milner. Into the hands of Alisson. My dog just barged his way into my room, jumped on my bed. What a cutie. What kind of dog have you got again, Will? Is it a good one or a shit one? Oh, James McAtee goal. Well in. Come on. An Austrian salute. Darwin spreads it to Mo. 1 minute left. Can we have something? One more chance. Here is Trent. Come on, put a good cross in, Trent. Ah, that's shit. Rudiger defends it. Corner. Okay, Rudiger's popping off here. Oh, yeah, German Shepherds are very lovely. German Shepherds are very lovely. Good, they're good dogs. Does it have a black face? I love the ones that have a black face, especially. German Shepherd's puppies are, like, clear. I love Huskies as well. Big dogs are good. If you have a shit dog, I don't want to chat. Shit dogs are shit. What I found online. Here's the corner from Trent. It comes to Gakpo all the way out. Not really a corner, and then Gakpo just shits the bed. Brilliant. How's that black face? That's brilliant. Robertson trying to find Trent. Van Dijk wasn't really interested in winning that, and that's gonna be half-time. Oh, what a shame. Oh, Osimhen has scored for Napoli, so that is GG. That is GG. That is 3-0 to Napoli on aggregate. That is game over. And yeah, Mo has turned his TV off in disgust. Oh yeah, it's a very small tattoo. Yeah, you're right. It's tiny. It's cute. There we go. Hello, Linguistic Lemon, who says Napoli winning the Champions League. I have said it before that there's only one team that's been really impressive domestically and has been really impressive in the Champions League, and that's, you know, in like the top 5 leagues, and that's Napoli. Yeah. Yes, guys, let's go to the Noblet phone in.
Let's go. This is your radio.
This is where I speak to my Noblets, my supporters on Patreon. If you would like to support me on Patreon, you can do so for less than the price of a cup of coffee a month. The link is there. If you're on YouTube, you can also become a YouTube channel member, or Nabinio Ultra, as I call them. Osimhen, Diogo Costa, and Frankie, please, says Tayab. I'm not a fraud, hello. City aren't even the best team in England this season so far, Red Pill Addiction. We'll have to see. We've got a big panel today. I'm joined by Liam, Will, and Pim. Liam is a Liverpool fan. Will is a Borough fan. Pim is a United fan. We've obviously got to start with Liam, who did a very bold 2-0 at halftime prediction. If anything, Liam, it should be 2-0 to Real Madrid. And I think you've already conceded that Liverpool are out.
Yeah. We're not. It's not the end of the world. Like, it's still not. Like, it's still not impossible. But nah, I can't. It was too flat. We needed an early goal. We didn't get it. So
why have you been so flat?
Fuck knows. Why have we been shit all season? I have no idea. Oh well.
There we go. Hello, Steph, who says snooze fest. This game is boring. Absolutely, yeah. It's been not been as exciting as I hoped for. That Darwin Nunez has had a couple of decent chances, but Courtois denied him on both occasions. But it's really worrying, isn't it, Liam, that Alisson's been your best player?
It's been boring. Like, he hasn't really. Other than that save at the start, he's not really done much. No one's done much on either team. It's very clear that they're just like, they're very happy with how it's going. They're not going to push forward. They're just going to sit there. I even think in the first 20 minutes we was just playing for a 0-0. It seemed like it. Just the way we were sat back, not pressing at all. It's not nice to see, to be honest. But
no, so you've got no hope, basically.
I still have like the tiniest little bit of hope because we've done it. Actually, no, it wasn't even then. Well, 3 goals against Barca was the second half, but like Bayern Munich, I remember away. It was 2 or 3 goals. I don't know, but we're not the same team, so
no. It's a shame. Red Pill Addiction says Madrid are going to score 2. Yeah, it does seem that Madrid are going to score at least 1 in this game. That's for sure. Alisson's had 2 very good saves so far. I'm also trying.
That's the thing.
Liam, yeah, what's
if
that?
they score 1,
yeah,
like it's still. If we get like an early goal, it's still like very possible we can take it to extra time. But like, if they score at all, it's 100% over.
Yeah.
There's no way we score 5 or 4 even.
Yeah.
In 90 minutes.
If it was like a siege, then maybe, yeah. But I think if anything, Real Madrid have been maybe the better side. So yeah. It's a tricky one. That's for sure. I'm also joined by William. Hello, Will.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
What are your thoughts on that first half, Will?
I didn't watch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why though?
Tie's over. I don't care.
Bold, interesting. Okay, have you been watching another game?
No. My dodgy box is back in Newcastle, and I'm in Borough at the moment, so I can't really do anything. I've been keeping an eye on Sunderland Sheffield. That's 1-1.
McAtee's apparently scored.
Yeah. Just recently to make it 1-1, which is a piss take because I need Sunderland to win.
Oh yeah, of course. Sheffield United are currently second, aren't they?
Yeah.
There we go. How many points off currently? Let's say if it stays like a draw.
4.
4, and with equal games played.
Yeah. So this is their game in hand because we played yesterday and drew. So it was 4 going into this game week. Then we drew, so they can make it 6. But if they lose, it goes to 3.
Gotcha. Red Pill Addiction's watching Brighton. Yeah, I think they're winning 1-0. I think Brentford are winning 1-0 as well. Will, who is going to win the Champions League, do you think? Let's assume Real Madrid go through, and let's assume Napoli go through.
Man City will beat Real Madrid in the final, assuming that's how the draw goes.
Tell me more. Why do you think City are going to win it?
I don't think any team is... No team will beat them. So Real Madrid can't beat them, I don't think. No team can control the game against City, and then Haaland's just going to... Like, anytime any team even tries to attack City, Haaland will just get in behind them. So, yeah, it's pointless.
I would love it if that was the case. Hello, Saud. Tom says, what a time to be alive. I pat the fella who assisted Osimhen just now. Who was that, Tom? Was it a crash scalia or what? Do you have any love towards Napoli, Will, in your prediction? Do you think they might have a decent chance?
I can see them maybe surprising Real Madrid and getting to a final if they come against Real Madrid. But if they run into U's, nah, it's over.
Napoli would beat City, I think.
No.
I actually think they would. They're so good. Mate.
I think a lot of teams can beat City. Just because you don't know what City are going to get. If it's City like they would win, probably beat everyone. But if it's City against Forest when they just couldn't score, then anyone can beat them.
When teams sit back against City, they struggle a bit. But in the Champions League, where a team's going to come onto you and actually try and attack, then the most likely team The most likely team to knock City out is Atletico Madrid, in my opinion.
Thankfully, they're not in it. But, you know, there's Chelsea, and they have track record of knocking us out.
Nah, Potter hasn't got them set up properly yet. So, you use it, piece them up.
I think we would have knocked you out, to be honest.
BF.
Really?
I actually think we would have. Yeah.
Wait, what's that based on? Because you've been shit so far.
You're not coming to Anfield and winning, first of all. And I just don't think that. I don't know. I think we'd beat you. It's not really based off anything. I just obviously you're better, but I don't know. I just think the guy of history would beat you. Like not like us winning Champions League history. You know what I mean? But
Faz? Linguistic Lemon, that's a great name by the way, says I think City have it. I think City have forfeited the domestic competitions to focus on the Champions League.
We're still in a title race and still to play Arsenal home, so they can't forfeit.
they're gonna win the league.
And they're still in the
City
FA
will
Cup against
win the
Burnley,
league.
so yeah, that's daft.
Vincent Kompany's Burnley are literally winning the whole competition, so we're definitely not winning that. No cap. That's my boy Vinny. He's gonna have a fantastic audition at the Etihad for future manager. And he'll be one of the rare few who, you know, like ex-players who actually does well as manager in the future. That would be nice if that could happen. I hope it's not like a Lampard situation, or you know, whatever.
That'll be worse, be Ollie.
Or Ollie, yeah, exactly. Red Politician says, anytime the game becomes open, Haaland will run riot. Rudiger and Alaba would have no chance. City unbeaten in 7, and they've been ruining other teams. Counts as long as you don't make silly errors versus City, you've got a strong chance.
I just think Napoli are too confident. Like, I think if Napoli went 1-0 up at the Etihad, yeah, I just can't see you going through after that. Like, it's only one goal, but they're like, even at the whatever their stadium's called.
Yeah,
like,
isn't it the Maradona Arena or something?
I think it's
some bollocks like that.
Some bollocks, yeah.
Like, even when we've been like 1920, they beat us there. 18-19, they beat us there. They fucking humiliated us there this season. They're smacking everyone. Like, and people will look at Eintracht Frankfurt and they'll go, "Oh yeah, it's just Eintracht Frankfurt," but like, they're not bad. They're quite good.
Who's better, Liam? Leipzig or Frankfurt? Because you were calling Leipzig shit yesterday.
Leipzig are shit.
Aren't Frankfurt lower in the table?
Yeah,
Frankfurt are below Freiburg, mate.
Right, so Leipzig are better than Frankfurt, and you said Leipzig are shit. So what does that make Frankfurt?
I think Frankfurt are quite a good cup side.
Oh, okay, interesting.
They play well in the cups.
Right.
The Europa League, you don't win the Europa League if you're shit. You don't get to around the 16 if you're shit. They had a hard group as well.
You play in the Europa League if you're shit. Leipzig were in the Champions League last year. They didn't have a chance to win the Europa League.
Leipzig are shit though. Leipzig get smacked by so many teams. Like, Frankfurt are good defensively, and they're all right at attacking, mate. They're quite a good team.
Leipzig are doing better in the same league. How can you make this argument?
Mate, Frankfurt are a good cup side. Leipzig are not a good cup side. They're just not a good team. The league is shit. Frankfurt, I'm not saying Frankfurt are like an amazing team, but like, people just look over Napoli beating them because Frankfurt are shit. They're not shit. They're alright.
No, but then, like, if you're looking at last season, Leipzig were in the Europa League last season and got knocked out by Rangers, and then Frankfurt beat Rangers.
Fuck off. Leipzig were in the Europa League last year.
Knocked out the quarters by Rangers.
Will's been exposed here.
Yeah, that's a rough.
They were in the group stage.
They were in the Champions League.
Did they finish third? Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought they were like in the Europa League from the get-go.
LNobbins, mate. They're in your group.
Huh? Oh yeah, of course they were. oh yeah. Nkunku scored a hat trick at the Etihad. Yeah, good times. But they still lost 6-3 or something. Man, I remember that like it was yesterday. Good times.
I beat you as well.
Yeah, but that was in a dead rubber right at the end. We'd already topped the group by that point. So the game didn't matter.
What even is the Napoli score?
It's 3-0 on aggregate.
Yeah.
And they're at home right now. So.
Just look at that team. It's
it's good. As I say, for me, they're the only team who've been, you know, very impressive domestically and in Europe.
The Champions League. No, they're winning the Champions League.
They might. As I say, they might do.
I think they can.
Definitely can. Anyone can.
Bayern's underrated.
Yeah, definitely.
A bit of a dark horse in terms of, because like I just think they lack that striker, but Choupo-Moting can still somewhat score goals.
Yeah, anyone can.
And that made the defensive partnership with Delict and Upamecano against PSG were a joke.
Anyone can win it at this stage.
I don't
the second leg, they were brilliant. Both of them.
What was that, Liam?
Benfica as well. Dark horse, mate.
I am wearing the Benfica kit.
Been sick this year.
The lad says Real Madrid, Bayern, Napoli are the only teams I see giving City a game. I'm sure that they're the strongest sides on paper, that's for sure. But even like if City get Inter Milan, I can see Inter Milan winning that 1-0 over 2 legs. That's gonna be such an annoying tie if that happens.
It just depends who gets what's it called, home leg first.
Did Benfica top their group?
I think they went away first.
They did. Yeah, they topped it ahead of PSG on goals. Away goals scored or something.
Oh yeah.
Benfica had a really easy group.
Fuck off, mate.
There was PSG, that Maccabi Taifa, and somebody else, I think, or something like that.
The
worst team in the Champions League, a team that isn't even like a functioning starting 11, and then another team that we don't know yet because no one knows.
PSG and Juve, mate. Yeah, that's a hard.
But okay, so Juve, the club that are in like literal ruin. Okay.
Yeah, they're in ruin, but like they still Didn't they beat them like 4-0?
What, Benfica beat Juve 4-0?
Yeah, they definitely scored 4.
I think that's right. Yeah.
I don't remember the game. I was just
right, guys, we are heading to the second half now. Very quickly, I'd like some final score predictions, please. Starting with Pim.
I'll go 1-1.
Will.
I'm not watching, but Real Madrid 3-0.
Excellent. Liam.
Liverpool 3-0.
Love the confidence. And who's going to win on penalties?
It's going to go to penalties, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And Mo Salah's missing the final one, and Real Madrid win.
That would be absolute scenes. Let's hope for that drama and chaos. I'll speak to you all in the second half. Thank you so much.
Continental breakfast is tasty.
Shut up, Pim. I hate you so much. There we go. That was an upload phone. As I say, if you do want to directly support the channel to allow me to continue streaming for you guys and making other content for you, you can support the channel by clicking that link there. Goodbye, Soud. But we are moments away from the second half. Let's actually see. Tom says 1-0 Madrid. Let's see if we can actually have some entertainment in respect to goals in this game. Please. Leipzig looks so shit. So happy that Werner Scrub got teabagged. Linguistic Lemon says, I agree. Frankfurt do have a cup-winning mentality. Ilkay's child is born. That's nice. Gundo's a daddy. If he's not already, he may already have kids. I don't know. Right. Second half. Come on. Sadly, Real Madrid are kicking off, so it means that they will have the ball for a fair bit. Mentality with a piss-poor defense. That game yesterday was so funny, man. It was just like, I just didn't know what I was like looking at. Fun fact, Solly March scored for Brighton in the 15th minute, and the date is the 15th of March. That is a fun fact. 50 minutes until my date's potentially made. Is that because Southampton are still losing? Linguistic Lemon says 1-0 Liverpool with a late 90th minute goal for something stupid. Oh, I'd like a goal sooner so we have some drama, please. That is all I ask for. But it could be the case that we had all the intrigue and excitement in the first leg with the 5-2, so therefore we get nothing in this second leg. Is that how it works? Equilibrium and all that? I don't know. Gundo went to the back post to win. Oh my god! Yeah, went to the back post to win the league and make a kid. What a man! What a man! What a legend! They could definitely, Callum. For your sake, hopefully that's the case. It would, Red Pill. That's what I'm saying. That's all I want. Just because when there's a 3-goal cushion, it's like, if it's 1 or 2, it's like, oh, you never know. You never know. Good tackle by Fabinho. Milner picks it up. Nunez doesn't quite see the run of Jota, but he's going to get to the ball now ahead of Carvalho. Tries to beat him for pace. Carvalho gets a touch on it, and it goes down for a corner. Come on, good ball in, Trent, for once, please. Callum supports Bournemouth, Linguistic Lemon. KX, that's not very nice. How are you doing, matey? Vinicius is limping a little bit. Hopefully he's alright. He's doing that. Can you guys do that? Look at that. What's that sound like? Let me know. Robertson with the ball in. Just doesn't even beat the first man. Brilliant stuff. Milner plays it back to Trent. Oh, Gakpo with some space. He heads it back across goal. Camavinga fucks it. Canate out to Salah. Fabinho, pop it back in, mate. He does. Does it come to Nunez at the back post? It's too much on it. What a shame. Say he's not been successful. Slips in the shower. How did he slip in the shower? Smash my elbow on the mirror. Good God. Get shat on by a bird, bro. Really? That's great. Yes, there is. There you go. We've got another Bournemouth fan and another Callum Bournemouth fan. What are the chances? Imagine 5-4 aggregate, dire moments, Darwish scores, takes shirt off, VAR hops in, disallows the goal, and Nunez cries. It'll be like City Spurs all over again, wouldn't it? What a shame. What a shame that was. Kroos. Trent wins it. Gakpo. Come on, mate. Scorer. Fucking... Who got a hat-trick? Salah got the hat-trick, did he, against United? Was it 3 for Salah, 2... Wait, if I met... Wait, or was it? I can't remember. Was it a hat-trick for Salah, 2 for Nunez, 2 for Gakpo? I think it may have been. Callum, there is another... there is... What's the word? Oh, Firmino scored. Drops. Yeah, Repo, yeah. There's another Callum Bournemouth fan. He's called Linguistic Lemon. Burnley a fucking hole up. We'd love to see that. Come on, the Burnley. But play badly on Saturday, yeah? I don't want to go out of the FA Cup. Not just yet. Is it the round of 16 or the quarterfinals of the FA Cup? Does anyone know? On Saturday. I can't remember how many teams are left. Callum Cap, we've got 2 here, and they're both called Callum. Jota fouls Camavinga there. Just to confirm, by the way, Nunez is on the left. Just confirming that. This is the quarterfinals. Amazing. Who's left? Who, like, the big boys left in it? City are. United are. Is that it, really? In terms of, like, the Premier League teams? Because we knocked out Arsenal, and we knocked out Chelsea, and Brighton knocked out Liverpool. Newcastle are knocked out. I think Spurs got knocked out by Sheffield United. Apart from City United, is Brighton the next best team? There's a total of 7. I love the fact that we've got 2 Bournemouth fans and they're both called Callum. That's fantastic. Oh, Milner has just absolutely outskilled Camavinga there. Scenes. Man United, Brighton. Oh, Fulham as well, yeah. And then Burnley from the non-Premier League. Sheffield United. I think that might be it, though, from not Premier League. Might be wrong. Not 100%. I'm not Honey P. Jota, what are you doing, mate? Why are you committing a foul there? This game doesn't have the feel of we need to score 3 goals. They just can't get into any sort of rhythm. So great to see Klopp giving the youngster Milner a run in. How old's Milner? Is he 37? Oh, Grimsby, yeah. Fudge's team. Who did Grimsby play, KX? Do you know? Nacho holding his little ankle. Cosmo starting a 3 goals down Champions League game. I think it's due to injuries mainly. Cater and Oxlade-Chamberlain are on the bench. But it's not really working for Liverpool. That's bad by Robertson. Van Dijk just goes into Benzema for no reason. Sorry, Carvajal for no reason. Grimsby, Brighton. Hello, Musty. Liverpool really turned up to the Bernabeu with Milner and Fabinho in their midfield. And here's Vinicius up against Trent. Gakpo back there defending. And Trent trying to get Jota away, but it goes straight to Courtois. Ronaldo season. The comeback is on. If City draw Hull next season in the domestic cups, and it's at the MKM, you're going to get a ticket. Wonderful. Wonderful scenes. You can see some beautiful City players. Oh, Vinicius can play in Benzema. And thankfully for Liverpool, Van Dijk gets back, and it is offside. It's not been a good defensive display by... It looks like he's just offside, maybe. Very tight either way. It's actually not the best pass by Vinicius either. He could probably do better there. 8 minutes of additional time until both Callums are happier. Callum squared. Trent gives the ball away to Kroos. Fantastic work by him. Would Haaland start, though? It's probably been Alvarez. That's got Alvarez written all over it. Got Salah dillying and dallying on the ball. Thankfully for them, Kroos just gives it straight to Robertson. And then Robertson gives it straight to Real Madrid. And here is Valverde. And this should be the game, should it? That's another good save. Flipping heck. Real Madrid should actually be 3-0 up. And there's Benzema straight into Alisson. Southampton lose. Happy days for everyone up and down the south coast. Yeah, the relegation fight is still on. That's a good ball. Ball by Gakpo. Finds Nunez, mate. That's a terrible ball. Nunez would have been one-on-one with Courtois if Salah didn't mess it up. Deary me. Oh, Napoli win 2-0 now. Osimhen again, lol. How many is he scoring in the Champions League? Is he near Haaland? The relegation battle is incredible. Yeah, 9 teams still in it. 9 teams. Low fade KX. How did you achieve such a thing? Why didn't Salah just play in Nunez properly then? That could have been interesting. Palace defo go... Oh, wow. Palace defo going to go down with Southampton if they aren't careful. You're not wrong. They are currently 12th on the table, are they? So they are at the top end of that relegation battle. But yeah, there's only like 5 points in it. I think that apparently conversations being had with, you know, Vieira's job being in question. I'm selling Mo Salah. Yeah, that was a really bad ball to Nunez, Liam. That could have been interesting. This Nathan Taylor guy is next up, says Red Pill. Who's that, sorry? If Mo had his TV, he'd only be ripping his hair out in it. Thankfully for his sake, he doesn't. Oh, he's only got 4. Oh. I thought he would have had more against Rangers. He got 1 against Liverpool, did he? Penalty. He missed one of those. Haven't won since last year. Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? They nearly got a point against us, but thankfully, Haaland converts that penalty. Haaland's penalty record is ridiculous, by the way. It's like 93% or something insane. Penalties should be scored around 80% of the time. Oh, he's a Burnley player. Ah, what position is he? First time in 5 games that Palace have had a shot on target. Yeah, that was terrible, man. What is wrong with them? And they've got really exciting players like Zaha and Eze. You'd think, if anything, they'd be taking shots for fun. Here is Vinicius. Benzema trying to make a late run on Canate. Somehow, Canate loses his marker. Trent did well, and it's a handball. Usman Dembele's at Sunderland, Sheffield United. Why, though? There's actually some good defending by Trent. What the hell? But really poor by Canate. He's just... He knows Benzema's coming, but he just sort of like doesn't even bother tracking him. What is Canate doing? I was just trying to big up this guy. He's been stinky. Trent trying to play a ball in, but it doesn't work. Yes, Callum, that's right, yeah. Well, he's a City fan, but he's also a Southampton fan. Because he lives in Southampton, but he is a City fan. So he's also a Southampton fan, if that makes sense. Palace not even bad defensively, they just can't score a goal. Yeah, exactly. I think I said this in my Premier League preview, that they took like the least amount of shots in the Premier League last season, and they do need a striker. Who even is the Palace striker? I do want to hear a fun fact, Musty. Absolutely. Would I take Dembele at City? Which Dembele, drum roll? Which one? Harvey Elliott's coming on for Jota. Darwin Nunez is off. Which is a really stupid substitution, quite frankly. Nunez has probably been their best offensive player. I don't understand that change at all. Harvey Elliott, sure. Firmino on, sure. I have no idea why Darwin's off. That's weird. That's really weird. Oh, the Barcelona player. No, don't want him. Definitely not. No chance. Them biscuits. Oh, for God's sake, Musty. Liam, do you agree with me that that Nunez substitution is like moronic? Maybe you got a knock. He seems to be moving fine. Why wouldn't you take off like Gakpo for Firmino? Aren't they like similar-ish players? Klopp out, innit? That's what I'm saying. Darwin has like literally been their best forward player. He's been the one like most likely to score a goal. I don't know why Darwin's off. That's a terrible touch by Trent. Fortunately, they get away with it. And Konate just gives the ball away. He's having a stinker. Benzema wants it in early. Vinicius didn't find him. Harvey Elliott doesn't foul him. Referee says, get up, you fraud. Has Elliott got like a really long torso and really chunky legs, or is it just me? Drum rolling it. Milner up front time. This reeks of a 0-0. And it's a shame because it shouldn't do. They're 3 goals down. Urgency. Fabinho into Salah. And it goes out of play. Oh. Liverpool attack has not been the same since they had to play against the Cornish Maldini. Yeah, Liverpool have been really bad with their passing today. Decision making hasn't been there. The worst offender was that Salah one to Darwin. He would have been one-on-one. Elliot definitely has Klopp nudes, says Liam. Camavinga on the turn, no one pressing him, easily able to come out of his defensive thirds, and now finds Modric. He's had a good game. Camavinga, by the way. Nice by Benzema. Modric getting in the way, though. Why are you playing that in there? That's way too direct. You could have played in Robertson. Look at him pointing his hand in the air, because he knows that ball should have come in. Red Post says, happy Liverpool sub was slapped Man U. What a time to be a Sky Blue. But sadly, guarantee they're now going to play really good at the Etihad. You cannot tell me Fabinho isn't a 36-year-old. In it. Well, I think I said it on like a stream recently that in terms of minutes played, Fabinho has played the minutes of an average 34 or 35-year-old. Nicholas says, I don't think Sadio Mane would make a difference in this team. Liam says, Klopp is like an edgy Twitter tactico. So, oh yes, guys, well, if we play this fucking centre-half and central midfield, then this might give us a bit more diversity to the forward-thinking phase of the dynamism of the play. Yeah, suck my knob while you're at it, mate. Oh yeah, TTV's a United fan. 30 minutes. A goal on average scored every 10 minutes, and we're on to a winner here. There's no doubts. Fabinho with his bald head. Firmino. Klopp definitely takes tactics advice from Statman Dave. I did, Musty. I thought it was quite funny. Didn't he say something like, I know more than the people on Twitter? Pete Pock is better tactics than Klopp. Have you seen some of that man's TikToks? No, I've not. Salah into Gakpo. It's just a bad ball. It's a terrible ball by Salah. It's just so wasteful and terrible in the final third. I can't lie. I just want City to win the Champions League for Pep's mental sake and the reputation. Why is he scary? I saw him once in Manchester. He just sort of like stared at me. They were walking past, and I happened to look up. And like he was just like staring at me like that with his big coat on. I was like, oh my god, he looked at me like he was a serial killer. Indeed, he is Pim. Yeah, it's silly, isn't it, Red Pill? It is silly. And then it's like, oh, he's a genius, or oh, he overthinks. It's like, nah. Modric into Valverde. There's Benzema and Vinicius. Trent running to do some defensive duties? Question mark. I've seen everything. Wait, Musty, what? Really? The most intricate tactical details which Klopp would never, yeah. How was that fact even come out? That's mad. That was weird though, wasn't it? Like, it was a Birmingham player just ran to the pitch and twatted him. And then Grealish scored the winner like a G. Look at Rudiger run, man. It is so funny. That was really nice, though. Into Nacho. In behind Trent. Van Dijk clears it away. He was 32. That is fucked, man. How did he die, do we know? That's messed up. That is highly messed up. Rudiger's forward runs, man. It was really good. It just looks so unorthodox. Modric has absolutely embarrassed Trent there. Roll in, and it's a header by Valverde over the top. That is a decent chance for Real Madrid. Hello, Miz. Bring on Ox. Well, Modric is wild, man. Yeah, Valverde should probably do better there. Murders after stealing a £1 pizza. Here is Salah. Into Milner. Oh, stop delaying the play. Hurry up. You got to play quicker. You got to be more vertical. Oxlade Championship. Where is... That's a good question. Where is Ox going to play? 3-0 Napoli, lol. Where is Oxlade-Chamberlain going to play his football next season? Who hasn't embarrassed Trent at this point? Wouldn't be surprised if Jack Grealish spins him on his back. Well, yeah, in that game, Trent didn't play because he was injured, wasn't he? 3-0 Burnley, well in. Love that. Milner into Trent. Come on, someone do something. Guarantee we sign him. It would be like a Lingard situation with Forest. Oh, and there you go, Kirk says Forest. Hope we don't get Napoli saying Musty. I just want to get AC Milan or Benfica. And I want Real Madrid to get Napoli and Bayern to get fucking Inter Milan or something like that. That'd be ideal. That would be the dream. KX, you lost, mate. What the hell? Can you do better, please? Okay, thanks. Wait, is that game still going on, Callum? It's not finished yet. Fabinho, into Salah. I don't know why I'm acting as if like something interesting is going to happen. I keep amping myself up. Milner, Robertson. Whip it in, mate. You know you want to. Firmino's in the box. He'll win it in the air. He tries to play it to Trent, who's combining with him, and then he plays it out, does he? Militao follows him, and Trent plays out for a throw-in, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Serie A on top this Champions League season. They do have 3 teams, indeed. You're not wrong. I just wonder, unless the draw is very favourable, I'd be amazed if... I have added MKX. I did them ages ago. Yeah, I'd be amazed if either Inter or AC Milan got through the next round. Napoli will, I think. Again, depending on the draw. But I would be really amazed if either one of Inter or AC Milan got through. A Brighton clean sheet for me to break top 9k in FPL. For your sake, I hope that's the case, Red Pill. I'm not lying, KX. I promise. I'm not. I updated everyone's knob coins earlier this month. It's because you keep losing them. What the hell is that command? I've never seen that before. Oh. Stream look, innit? Courtois punts it. Kanate's going to win that, surely. There we go. Right, that's something, that's like one of my big pet peeves with when a centre-half heads the ball, but there is so much time for the centre-half to play either, like, you know, control it on the tit or head it backwards to the keeper or you know, just, like, control it. But they just head it out, panic in a panicked manner, and then it's a turnover of possession. And it's, like, no point. It's like, if you just were calm for a second, then it would be fine. I don't know why they do it. Odds on me getting banned. I'm gonna say unlikely. You're not being scammed, KX, I assure you. There is nothing untoward happening here. Low IQ in it. Again, Real Madrid looking dangerous every time they come forwards. Carvajal, straight to Alisson. I don't know, Mo. He's vibing. Yes, KX, I would. Ask Zuma. Can Klopp rebuild Liverpool, or does his heavy metal style have a 6-year limit on a club? It's a good question, Kamal. I don't think it is a coincidence that his teams... Brentford 2-0. I don't think it's a coincidence that his teams, like, die in and around the 6th and 7th season. It's not... yeah. It's not a coincidence. Can it, or he's never been able to rebuild. Has he ever had the opportunity to? Maybe that's another question to be had. But based on precedent, the answer is no. Real Madrid aren't even playing if we lose to this Liverpool team, I know. It would be those things, though. It would be one of those things. Love that from UKX. Klopp is a wash manager, company is clear, innit? Here is Benzema, and that really should have been in the back of the net from Benzema. Blazed over in the end. Full time in the Prem games. There we go. Callum and Callum are very happy boys. Yeah, you should get that on target, Benzema. I mean, the game's already dead, but that should have easily killed it off. Klopp 7 is like trying to get the last drops out of your drink. Yeah, it is insane. Like, if you look... I mean, I did a video on it. If you look at the first team... the starter for Liverpool this season against Fulham, it's like basically the same team that was like playing every single game for Klopp in like from 17, 18 to 20. Here is Salah, he's done well. He needs some support though. Here is Gakpo, who just hits it straight into Nacho. Moses Klopp clearly doesn't like to change players and refresh too much. He runs them to the ground. I believe he can't rebuild this team anymore. Yeah, I think he sort of like gets maybe like, what's the word? He's like too loyal, and he doesn't want to move on players and replace them, because like once he like gets players who he trusts, he just wants to keep them forever. Sentimental, that's the one though, yeah. But if you play his style of football, you've got to refresh and replenish. And also, he's talked before about how he doesn't want big squads, because he talks about he doesn't like having to manage all the people in terms of the game time. But as we see at City, you basically need 2 starting 11s if you want to do that consistently. And that's why Liverpool haven't been able to do it consistently. There we go. Ice Spice has more monthly listeners than Michael Jackson. Do you think he's a pedo? Yes, I do. Or was, anyway. There's only one MJ goat. Mass celebration in Bournemouth from all 7 of us as Palace and Southampton lose. Up the fucking cherries, yeah. Oh yeah, why was Akanji frustrated at that? Was it because he didn't get the goal or something? I thought that was quite funny. But I haven't seen the Stones' reaction. 6 finals and 6 wins. That Michael Jordan. I've watched Space Jam. I know basketball. We're playing basketball. Yo, basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. That's a little Bow Wow and Like Mike. What a banger of a film that is. It's got the kid from Stuart Little in it, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty darn sure. And the guy from Breaking Bad, the knobhead. It's a child actor. He is, Tommy, he is indeed. Here's Vinicius. Again, it's looking more like Real Madrid are going to score. I don't know if you guys saw the go live message, but I did say if Liverpool win on aggregate, I will buy a Liverpool Darwin Nunez top. I don't think I'm at risk of doing that. Or Fessis in it. And it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. This should be a chaotic, mad, fun game. And yet, it isn't. Salah's done well against Nacho, but then Camavinga crowds him out. That was harmonious, thank you. Audie and Liam have convinced themselves of a comeback. You have to feel bad. I was hopeful for the notion of one. If someone said Klopp can't take this team forward anymore, I wouldn't disagree too much. I don't think he can do it. I would like to see a refresh and then see what happens thereafter. Okay, I'll have a look now. It's funny. Why does a Kanji like put his hands up? I'm assuming it's like as a joke, right? Oh, it's so cute. I love the optimism, yeah. I like the romance. I wanted to be a part of it. But sadly it wasn't a thing. Oh dear. Milner's off. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Liverpool need 3 goals with 17 minutes to play, and Alexander Oxlade-Chamberlain in 2023 is coming on to replace James Milner in 2023. Jack called him short. Grealish is just a menace on everyone else's Instagram, I'm sure. He keeps telling Ruben Diaz to shut up. Well, I'll tell you before, if I'm going to cope with us being shit, I'll just have to be a delusional cunt. I rate it. I do rate it, to be fair. I know, Musty. Absolute scenes. I'll tell you who has scored a goal at the Bernabeu. Edin Dzeko. Yeah. Bring him on, honestly. Or Harvey Elliott commits a silly foul there. No need to do that. Look on Discord when you can. What the hell, KX? That's not very nice. Yeah, that's the one, Tom, yeah. Who the hell? Brit Asambalonga is clear of Haaland according to Village. He's a Watford player or something. Has anyone ever heard of him? What does he do? What's he do? And they've entered the Hall of Shame. Amazing. Players who play for City and Fulham. Tosin Adarabioyo. Who else? Oh, Salah! Complain Harvey Elliott and never mind. I don't know who else off the top of my head. It's probably someone obvious, but I don't know. I simply don't know. Oh, Trent's won the ball back. He had more time there. He didn't really need to play that ball to Gakpo. Controlled it well, though. It nearly gets away from Carvajal, but he and Milito sweep up. Did he score our first ever Champions League goal? Oh, at the Bernabeu, yeah. Our first Champions League goal at the Bernabeu, yes, he did. Or was it Kolarov from a free kick? No, I think you're right. I think Dzeko scored first and then Kolarov. That was such an annoying game, man. We were 2-1 up in like the 85th minute. Deja vu. Patrick Roberts, yeah. But he was such a waste of a sign. Don't know why we ever signed him. Salah to join Ronaldo's Tapad FC. I don't know why he's watching the Sunderland game. Oh, Courtois nearly spills it. We scored the first ever Champions League goal. I don't even know. I don't know who the first game... In our first season in the Champions League, we didn't score a goal with the first time we got to the European Cup in the 60s. In the Champions League, I think we had Napoli, Villarreal, and Bayern Munich. Really difficult group. I think we got like 9 points, but finished third, something like that. Is that right? Is that right? Well, but then who do we play in the Europa League that year? Am I thinking of the right year? No, I think yeah, because then we got knocked out by Sporting that year. So it would have been in one of those games. I'm gonna guess Aguero, but I don't know the answer. Here's Salah. Oh, take the shot, Firmino. Harvey Elliott, someone shoot, please. Fucking hell, man. How on earth has a shot not been taken in that exchange? We played Sporting, yeah, but that was in the Europa League, I think, Nicholas, because we finished third behind Bayern and Napoli. Because that was when Cavani was playing for Napoli. Because he scored against us, I'm pretty sure. No, because we got knocked out by Fenerbahce in the first round, 1-0. It's a shame. My prediction for a 90-minute Liverpool goal for the 1-0 is looking real nice indeed. Liam says, if we're offering a decent amount, I'm taking it for Salah's close to finish. Well, this is what I said earlier, that, you know, these are stuff, obviously hindsight's a thing, but would it have been better to sell Salah and then invest that money and rejuvenate the squad? Because we're talking about, you know, players being run into the ground and needing to refresh and replenish and whatnot. And then do you, you know, stick Harvey Elliott on the wing for vibes? I'm going to find out now, Musty. It is indeed 3-0. So if I type in Man City, our first season would have been in 11-12, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would have been, because we weren't in there in 10-11, were we? We're in the UEFA Cup. Or Europa League, wherever it was fucking called. Let's have a look-see. Let's double check. Yeah, Europa League. In that season. Yes, it was 11-12. Let's double check. I think I got the group. I think I got the groups right as well. That memory is sick. Oh, and Vinicius slips. One idiot. And it still falls to Benzema somehow. And that is 1-0 to Real Madrid. And that is GG. Yeah, that is mad. We got 10. Yeah, it was worse than I thought. We got 10 points in the Champions League, and we finished third. That's like almost unheard of, I feel like. But yeah, it was Bayern and Napoli. We drew 1-1 against Napoli, then lost 2-0 to Bayern, beat Villarreal 2-1, beat Villarreal 3-0, lost to Napoli 2-1, beat Bayern Munich 2-0. God, what a group that was, man. Okay, so let's find out. So what happened in that first game? Oh, Kolarov! I can't remember that. I can't even remember that goal. That's great. There we go. My boy Kolarov. Another reason why he's one of my favourites. Let's have another look at this goal. Camavinga. Benzema's got so much space there, man. Vinicius slips, but somehow Vinicius falls over, but is still able to get to the second ball quicker than Van Dijk. That's amazing. And no, I don't know. I don't really understand. I'm taking it if Newcastle want Jota, says Liam. Liverpool's whole squad needs a major overhaul. It does. It does, and maybe that's why they should have sold someone like Salah, because they sold Mane as well. Firmino's leaving. Maybe it was also the time to cash in on Salah. Because how much would you have got for Salah last season before he signed his contract? Do you think? Because obviously last season he was like very good, won the Premier League Player of the Year award, etc. You get a decent amount of money for him, don't you? Tommy Doyle, well in. Another City loanee. Kanji clear Van Disney. This season, genuinely. Worst defending than Martinez against Salah somehow. I don't even, watching that clip again, I don't even think Martinez did that bad, really. I think he just slipped and it was unfortunate. I think he did the right thing. Van Dijk is outplayed by Canate when we played them last week. Salah probably would have sold for 80, 90 million. Yes, if you get like 90 million, I mean, you can get a better midfielder than bloody Artur, can't you? You can probably get two very good midfielders for that price. For like 45 million apiece. If we can cash in on Van Dijk, it guarantees with Vardiol and Antonio Silva. I'm doing it. Who'd buy him, though? That's the question. Who would buy him? Who could afford him? Would he go for a lot of money? Sure, defending worse, but I'd rather analyse it Fez. That's the thing. He was one of the best players in the world last season. I was thinking about the replenishing thing, Mo. That's all. That's all. I guess that's why it took so long for them to agree a contract. Maybe they were thinking, do we invest the money and replenish? Doyle or McAtee for next season for the bench. Who you taking? I think from what I've seen, I think McAtee. I don't know what Doyle does really. I've seen very little of him, but I feel like I know what McAtee is as a player more so than Doyle. Otara tore Van Dijk a new arsehole last weekend. Hello, Tayab. Tobias is on. Modric off. Yeah, I don't... How much would Van Dijk sell for? After his, you know, less than stellar season. Doyle's better as halves. I know why you like Doyle halves. Oscar Bob is clear. That's a fantastic name, I must say. You can't finish, says Lemon, yeah. I don't know why people are trying to undersell Haaland's goals. If it was so easy to do, everyone would do it. If it was so easy to do, City wouldn't have bothered of signing him. They would have promoted some random child. They would have kept Liam Delap if it was so easy to do. It isn't easy to do. If it was easy to do, Aguero would have done it. If it was easy to do, then we would have shoved in anyone at striker for the last 2 seasons. House of Bios made it at Madrid after that Arsenal spell. He's just He's just chilling on the bench. I think that's why. Well, they ought to both sit alone scoring in one match. High, because they're both world class. Yeah, the fact that you employ Solanke, Callum, is upsetting. Harvey Elliott with a shot straight to Courtois, who goes down like a shithouse. Doyle is a free 8. What the hell? What a man. Fox in the box. I do love that saying. Just saw a graph of our 1920 season and decided I'd jump off a window later today. Oh, gosh. Yeah, and this is the end of Liverpool's season. All they got to play for now is getting top 4. Liam says, I'm selling so many of these players. The lack of ambition is crazy. Scary stuff, sorry. Kroos is off. This is Asensio coming on. Indeed it is. There we go. Oh, Chouamini is on. I think I've just committing to all Newcastle players. I've just got 3 Newcastle players in defence. And Gordon chilling on the bench. For vibes. We walked this league like almost no other team, and we didn't even get to celebrate it properly and didn't even get 100 points. Furious, yeah. Oh, COVID doesn't count IMO. Only joking, of course. Sank is one of the best creative strikers in the Premier, doesn't take shots because of the Scotty Parker effect. What is the Scotty Parker effect? We needed 21 points from 11 and didn't get it somehow. Yeah, there was a loss against, was it Watford, Everton, and Arsenal? Sorry, a draw against Everton, maybe. Fair enough, Callum. Oh, dearie me. This has been a really, really disappointing Liverpool performance. It's been a bit gutless. I just don't even know. It's not even been good. Like, I mean, Real Madrid have just been better, and they've looked more. Oh, this is an interesting attack. Here's Trent. Have a shot, mate. Right, someone could take a shot, please. If you're a barbecue sauce on your ether, would it radiate? Yes, it would, KX. Was that 3-0 that game? Oi, this Guardiola fucking artwork is beautiful. We'll be having less of that. It's a lovely painting. Less of that. And there's Mancini, my boy. Roberto. Mancini. Oh, oi, Callum. What the hell? Players who play for City and Everton. Gareth Barry. Julian Lescott. Who else? Can't remember. The anus? No, KX. Since his FA Cup debut, no players more goal involvements than Phil Foden. Really? Some of these players should not be wearing the shirts, says Liam. It's definitely... Oh yeah, Stones, of course. It's not horrendous at all. It's gorgeous. We haven't less of that. I know you got your weird agendas, Mo. You wear glasses anyway, so you can be quiet. You're not looking at it properly, you fraudster. Stat pad against Bristol. Isn't that what Rashford did in the League Cup? Stat pad. Isn't that what Rashford's done this season? Stat pad it in like the second most relevant domestic cup competition and the second most relevant European competition. No cap. KX what? Oh yeah, Mangala played for like two seconds. Less of that, Callum. It's gorgeous. Square Parker effect. Go 1-0 up from kickoff routine. Pass it around the back for 90 minutes and teach players never to shoot and pass to another instead. Interesting. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was there. He was. I mean, you know, I'm exaggerating there. He was barely there. Is the point I make. He was there for 2 seconds, got injured, and then turned up in a full City kit to get his Premier League winners medal. I remember when his name was read out, and we were all like, "What? What, Mangala? What?" Was it in Mandarin? Can we have a Liverpool goal? No? No, it's just... what tepid football this is. Spineless play. It was such an interesting attacking team on paper, but it's not done anything. He posed with a WWE bet. I think that's right, yeah. Edson had to wear Palace socks because his City socks clash with the Palace kit. It's weird. I mean, there are many languages in Asia, KX. There are many. Do you mean East Asian? Because Asian could also be like... You know, like, Egypt is also technically an Asian country, so you could have, like, Arabic. Well, you'd have that in, like, the Middle East anyway, like in Iraq and Iran. Players who play for City and Villa... Milner, Micah Richards. Did Lescott play there for a brief time? Grealish. Egypt is an Asian country. It's also an African country. I'll have you know. Musty, you fraud. It's a transcontinental country. You swine. I hate my club, says Liam. Oh my gosh. I only know North is forward. Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about... It's African and Asian, Musty, you fat fuck. In the same way that Turkey is transcontinental, Turkey is European and it's Asian. If something's transcontinental, Tayab, it means that it's technically in 2 continents. I believe that Panama is also a transcontinental country. I'm pretty sure. Why did my message blur out? Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know. Players to play for Sunderland and City and then went to prison for child sex offences. Oh, I wonder who. What are you trying to type? Play footy tic-tac-toe with me, says Tayab. Okay. Egypt's African and Asian, guys. It's African and Asian. This isn't a hard concept. It's in 2 continents. In the same way that Turkey's in 2 continents. Must he shut up? How are we going to play, Tab? Liverpool get battered everywhere they go. Indeed, Flumper. But I guarantee they beat City the Etihad, knowing them. Oh. Oh, I thought you went to play right now, Tab. All Liverpool are playing for now. Show the shirt. It's Benfica. It's a Benfica shirt. No. Why is it not Bo Vista? Because I wanted to wear the Benfica kit, you know, to try to inspire Darwin Nunez, but it didn't work out. I like Bo Vista and Benfica as my Portuguese teams. If you want to, Tayab, sure. If anyone asks, I said 1-0 Madrid, not Liverpool. This is Lemon X. And well, Simicast is on now, so The comeback really is on, to be fair. 6-2 on aggregate is like really embarrassing, man. Like really embarrassing. Oh, it could get worse here. That's a really good ball, and it should be it's a good block by Simicast. A really good block. Thought maybe the first player could have had a shot there. I would take Prime Parchy-Sung over Prime Gerrard. Of course you would. Could this be a penalty? Have a look at this from Simicast. It hits the knee and then the hand. I don't think so. Nah, you can't give a penalty for that. Shut up, KX. We'll be having less of that. Yeah, thigh onto the arm. You can't do anything about that. I don't want to say, yes, you do, Mo. I know you're thinking it. You did, I think I said Richards, to be fair, Joe. Yeah. Oh, we are doing a VAR. We are going to VAR for a penalty check. There's no way they can give this, though. It hit his leg and then went on to his arm. You can't give a penalty for that. Now, that would be mental, wouldn't it? Imagine that. But Simicast has been on the pitch for like 60 seconds, so imagine that it comes on when his team are 6-2 down and gives away a penalty. Name players who have played for Spurs, Arsenal, and City. Adebayor. There you go. Brighton pull on the same points. I think Brighton have a game in hand as well. This is taking a long time, and that's surprising me. Why is it taking so long? The Klopp smiling. Laughing at the ridiculousness of it. And it is ridiculous. What is this? It's not a penalty. How long do you need to look? Oh my god, he's going to the monitor. What is happening? It hits his thigh and moves on to his hand. What do you want him to do? I swear, if they give this as a penalty... I know it won't matter, but it's just the principle of it. Is he going to give it? Okay, he didn't give it. Thank God. Flipping heck. I actually thought they were going to give it for a second there. Blasting Nickelback in the locker room. I like some Nickelback songs, to be fair. How the hell do we wind up like this? And why weren't we able? That's a good song someday. Liverpool weren't even the first club to win a trophy at Anfield at home. Was it Everton? Fuck off, UEFA versus Baldy. Someday, somehow, gonna make it alright, but not right now. Indeed, Baldy. And there we go. Full time. Liverpool well and truly embarrassed by Real Madrid. Players who play for City and United. Owen Hargreaves, Carlos Tevez, Dennis Law, Andy Cole, Peter Schmeichel. That's a fair few. Yeah, definitely wasn't a penalty. I agree, Owl. Yeah, embarrassed in the end. 6-2. Liverpool out of the League Cup, obviously, out of the FA Cup, out of the Champions League, not in a title race. All they have to play for is the prospect of Champions League football for next year. And let's have a quick look at the league standings to see if that's likely. It definitely could still happen. There's still a third of the season still to play. As it stands, I didn't realise Liverpool was 6th. I thought they were 5th. Brighton are on the same points with a game in hand. Brentford are only 1 point behind them. And genuinely, Chelsea are only 5 points behind them. And Chelsea looks like they might be sorting themselves out. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Musty, don't worry about it. They are playing Never Walk Alone. That's quite cute. Liam says Klopp has lost the dressing room. He's not playing for him. Bold. Jurgen out says Tom, if I paid for it, would you get no surgery? if you give me the money, then we can have a conversation for sure. Thought it's a very good battle tip. And hey, you'd know if you listen to the Knobcast on Spotify and Apple. Community Shield, though, biggest trophy in England. You're not wrong. But there we go. Mad. Let's have a post match chat with you guys, shall we? That was a poor game. So it was, yeah, really bad as a spectacle in the end. That's a shame. It had the potential to be really exciting and really interesting. But we were denied that because Liverpool just didn't really turn up, which is a shame. Mo says Klopp's lost me. Does he not move you? Klopp out his back, says KX. Get Liam on the phone. Yeah, we can do like a late phone in if you'd like. Liam, if you would, I don't know if you want to. You might be too, demoralized. But if you like to, Liam, hop on. Yeah, poor game. Boring game. In the end, Liverpool didn't really look up for anything. Never mind scoring 3. Never mind winning by 3. Klopp is going to walk before he's pushed. Wouldn't surprise me if that happens. I don't. He doesn't strike me as a manager who gets sacked. You'd think it would be a mutual thing if Klopp was to leave. Liam, how are you feeling? Obviously not great.
To be honest, it was far-fetched from the start, even thinking we would win tonight. So it doesn't bother me. But
yeah, I understand that, but you got to be just disappointed in the performance because
I'm not surprised. It's obviously it was awful, but I'm not shocked. I'm obviously angry at it, but the problems are very clear. I don't need to sit here and go over them again. Everyone can, even everyone can see it. There's oh mate.
It's
just embarrassing. It is actually embarrassing. How? Why? Why is we didn't? We weren't even trying. It was just damage control the whole time.
Yeah, very odd in that respect. Moses, get me. Mo, I can if you want to just support the Patreon, you're more than welcome to.
Mo's just gonna say, "I want Klopp out." Shut the fuck up, mate.
Moses says, "I was waiting for the Darwin 95th minute winner to make it 5-1." I don't know why he went off the pitch, by the way. That was a weird substitution, wasn't it?
It was all of Klopp's subs this season. I can't remember a single time I've come out of a game and gone, Klopp's subs are right. And he's not made a single mistake. He does it all the time. On the weekend, why are you playing 2 teenagers in midfield? It's just every single game I come out of it and I'm just moaning at him.
Mo says, Liam, kill yourself. Brilliant.
Shut the fuck up, mate.
I think Mo said something about Klopp out. I think he said, I wouldn't say I'm Klopp out, but he doesn't move me anymore, is what Mo said there.
Haven't you said Klopp out loads of times before, mate?
I'm not sure. He may have been joking, I'm not sure. My dog, aka Salah, got stung by a bee. What? Hello, SOS, how you doing?
Who said that?
That was Junior...
PTV?
No, Junior Jacob said that.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, he's funny.
Who does Liam... Musty asks, can't speak. Who does Liam think is winning the Champions League this season? You said Napoli, didn't you? There we go. Serves been one of the most impressive sides. Have City ever won at Real Madrid? Yeah, in the season we got knocked out to Lyon, actually. Pretty sure that was when Varane shat the bed. Pretty sure we won at the Bernabeu that year. That was before the COVID thing happened, I'm pretty sure. That's a thing. Tayab says the only reason we can see 7 was because of Day. I'm not sure about that, Tayab. But there we go.
I actually don't want to hear anything from Man United fans. The worse we're getting, it is making it more embarrassing every single week for you that you lost 7-0 to this team. in like this group chat, yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to like say 1-0, what a haunting result because we've lost 1-0 twice in a row. It's just so desperate. Like 7-0 and one. Oh mate, I'm fuming.
I've got a question for you, Liam. I asked Baldy this as well. Would you rather win the League Cup and finish higher in the table, or would you rather win nothing, finish lower in the table, but win 7-0 against your rivals?
Depends, like, where in the table we finish.
Okay, good. That's what Baldy said as well. So, is the factor finishing top 4 or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you finish 5th, you'd rather the League Cup option?
Yeah.
That's fair enough. That makes sense. You and Baldy agreeing there. That makes sense. Yeah, totally. EFC Graphics says it's a perfect night for Everton. Yeah, indeed, EFC Graphic. How are you doing, by the way? Did Everton play tonight? I don't know. Do let me know. I know Brighton and Brentford were playing. Do you think Everton are going to go down, by the way, at EFC Graphic? I don't think so now that Dyche is here. I think they'll be fine. Because Dyche is Dyche, and Dyche is Dyche. And Teb wants Diogo Costa. I mean, it sounds like Teb might sign an extension with De Gea, which would be a weird thing if you want to move on. I've said before, De Gea to Ten Hag is what Joe Hart was to Pep. Well, the difference was Pep moved on Hart immediately, and the team were able to play with like a ball-playing goalkeeper and get used to it. It wasn't a good one, but at least the principle was there. Yeah, so I do think they just need to move on. We're going nowhere, says Graphic. I didn't play 2 teams around, got beat. Gotcha. Boy says 15 years since the European Cup win, 10 since the Towers win, and 7 since FA Cup. In that time, we've won the lot. It was just a classic United versus Liverpool debate. Very good. But yeah, Liam, do you have any sort of like final closing words you want to say?
I'm not going to say anything on Klopp because I don't want to make a rash like thing because I'm very angry. But something's not right because like you don't go in unless he's told them just like don't lose fucking 5-0. Like I don't. There's no logical explanation for that. But anyway, I'm not talking on him because I'll end up saying something I regret. But you take other than Alisson and Kanate, the whole midfield and defence, their places should be questioned. Trent, Robertson, I do not care. That I can't believe some of the corners as well. Oh my god,
it was pretty tragic.
Oh, but for sure, I'm 100% like if we're offered a decent amount for Van Dijk, for Salah, I don't care. I actually don't care. They don't care, and they don't care. Just fuck them off. Like, it's but yeah. Oh mate, I'm coming off here. I'm waffling.
That's all right, Liam. No worries at all. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your thoughts, matey. Bye-bye. There we go. That's Liam. Lovely stuff. Just looked at the teams in the quarterfinals and threw up because it's so shit. What? Because there's like not as many big names teaming KX. Who's there that who's not there who you would want to be there, KX? I mean, obviously United, but you can't have them for obvious reasons. Erectile dysfunction treatment. Hello? Weird. But yeah. That is a thing. And guys, that is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to do one more stream this week, and then I am on holiday for a week. So tomorrow at 8, we're doing what we would normally do at Friday at 10. We are doing Jackbox night. We are doing community night. So gaming with viewers, as I say, Jackbox. So if you'd like to join for the final stream before I go on holiday, as I say, it's at 8 p.m. tomorrow. It's on a different day because I'm obviously going away on Friday. It's at an earlier time because we've got an early flight on Friday morning. So I need to stream earlier so I can obviously get up earlier. So I can get the plane and not miss it. I'll actually be on a plane when the Champions League draw is happening. So I won't be able to watch it live, sadly. So I'll have to... It's like City against Real Madrid all over again. So when I land, I'll see what City's destiny is, and indeed what the draw is as a whole. So yeah, so feel free to join me for that. As I say, tomorrow at 8, it's gaming with viewers. I've already bought the games for you, so you don't actually have to pay for the games. How good's that? But until next time, guys, have a lovely rest of your evening. Commiserations to Liverpool. Well done to Real Madrid. We got like this last comment from Tony. Hello, Tony, by the way. I think the draw's at 11 a.m. British time. I think Klopp is delusioned with Liverpool's defence, and you think he'll walk. Could be the case. I'm just going to be so intrigued to see what happens this summer for so many teams, Liverpool being one of them. Are they going to pop off and invest loads or something else? But yeah, that's the stream. If you haven't already joined our Discord server, what you're playing at, you can have a chat with your boy and other Nabinios about football and many other things. Click that if you would like to join it. And yeah, guys, as I say, until next time, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.